Today I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial type thing.
What?
For Windows 10 installation. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need is an 8GB USB drive. It has to be empty because it's just gonna delete everything. The second thing we're gonna need is a computer that's already running Windows 10. Now this is weird because I'm downloading Windows 10 so I can put it into my machine, but yet I still need Windows 10 to download Windows 10. And of course you're gonna need a PC where you're gonna be installing Windows 10. Now, hopefully you're installing it into a SSD. If you install it into a hard drive, it's very slow. If you need an SSD, I'll link this one down below so you can buy it. This is where I'm gonna be installing Windows 10 onto a computer that has not been built yet, but will be built in an upcoming video. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is literally open up your favorite browser. I like Brave browser. And I go over here to this website. The website will be down in the description, so you can just go directly to it. You don't have to be searching for it or anything like that. We want to click down. We don't want to update now. We want to create a Windows 10 installation media. We want to download the tool now, and we're going to run the program. Yes. So it's getting a few things ready here. So when it gets the things ready, I will come back and talk to you again. Okay, so it got everything ready. So now we have to agree to the terms and conditions. We're gonna pretend like we read it all. We read it all and I accept. So it's getting a couple new things ready. So we'll wait again. Okay, so what do I want to do is gonna ask you. We're gonna not upgrade this PC. We're gonna create installation media on a USB drive. So we're gonna select our languages, architecture, edition. We'll leave all that the same unless you don't speak English. So I'm gonna click next. I want to do a USB flash drive, not an ISO. And removable drives, it knows that it's just that one. So next, and it's gonna get a few things ready again, and I will be back again. So it's gonna download Windows 10 now. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Probably pretty long. It's 3% right now, so. So that took a long time, but we got through it. Hopefully you stayed through it. Your USB flash drive is ready. So we're just gonna click finish. Setup is cleaning before it closes. Just wait for it to close. And we will get this USB out of there and into the other computer. Probably unbox this, shouldn't I? Do you guys just eject the thing or no? All right, so we got our USB drive. So that window can install properly and there's no big issues or anything. I'm just gonna unplug all of my other drives. I have these two hard drives, but I'm gonna unplug them and just have this while we install that other. So basically, just plug it in. And this could go basically anywhere, right? I'm just gonna let it hang there for a second. All right, so we're gonna turn on the computer and this is the screen that we get. Okay, so right now, it says no boot device is found. Press any key to reboot the machine. So before we press the key to reboot the machine, we want to grab our USB drive here and we're gonna put it in the back of the motherboard. So back here on the motherboard, we're just gonna install it into a USB port, whichever way it goes. Don't you just hate this? Oh, we also have to have internet. This computer doesn't have Wi-Fi built in, so I'm going to connect our Ethernet cable. So there we go, janky Ethernet cable. So now that we have the USB in the back, we're just gonna press to reboot the machine. Okay, so right now it's just looking for a boot drive. No boot device available. Okay, so that means that we have to go into the BIOS. So let's go into the BIOS real quick. Setup options F2, let's try that. Okay, so we're gonna do F2. It depends really on your PC, but this one was F2. So let's, okay, perfect. So now we're in the BIOS. So we're just gonna go to settings here, general. It depends really on the BIOS of the computer, but basically it's gonna be this. Boot sequence. You wanna find something that says boot sequence or boot options, something like that. And then over here it's gonna be like the sequence that it's going to boot from. So first we need to have, right now it's doing the A data SSD that I just installed, but we want to move this USB storage device up to the first thing. So now that we have that, we want to apply, exit, and the computer should reboot basically. Okay, so now that we're in, it restarted and everything, it's gonna pop up with this. I'm gonna fix this later, I guess, but you all shouldn't do this. Here we're gonna go into the Windows, and you saw the little window logo thing pop up briefly, just briefly. So now this is gonna take a couple hours, minutes. I can't be too certain. It could take like 4,000 years. All right, so we have the Windows logo right here. Basically, this is going to be installing it. All right, so here we got Windows 10. All right, so we're going to click next, change anything that you want to here, and install now. So here, it's going to ask you to activate Windows. If you do have a product key, you can put it in right here. I will link to like a cheap product key that I think works fine, but if you don't trust it, just don't buy it. But you can click I don't have a product key. You're just going to have a watermark right here. It's going to say activate Windows, blah, blah, blah. But if you do have a product key, put it in here. This computer does have a product key because it's one of those Dell things, so it's on the top. I would input it, but just for everyone, I'm just gonna click I don't have a product key, just so I save time. You can input the product key later. We want to install Windows 10 Pro as our operating system. Okay, so we click next. Microsoft license terms, you know, we read these, you know that. I accept the terms. Upgrade, install Windows, keep files and settings. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do a custom install. Since we only have one drive connected, that's the only drive that's gonna pop up. So that's why I told you to disconnect them so you don't get confused with the drives and all that. I'm gonna click here, next. And it's installing Windows. Copying Windows, getting files ready for installation. So it's gonna take a while. I'll be back when it's finished. So here the computer's restarting, just restarted. There's no need to worry, this is normal. So after it reboots, you're going to want to remove the USB drive. And when you do, it's gonna take you to this page. So you just select your region, depends where you are. I'm here in the US, so I'm just gonna choose that. Now I need to connect to some Ethernet. So let's connect that. Once we connect it, it just needs to connect to the internet so it can install updates and whatnot. So we'll just let it do what it has to do. Okay, what would you like to do? We're just gonna set up for personal use. So click that and then click next. Let's add your account. I don't have a Microsoft account, so I'm just gonna do offline account for this. If you have a Microsoft account, go ahead and sign in. So over here, I'm gonna click limited options. Who's gonna use this PC? I'm just gonna press 2 and make my password 1. Security questions for this account, I'm just gonna randomly put them in because I don't really want to spend this much time. But what's your first pet's name? 1. What's your childhood nickname? 1. What's your security code? Well, 1. Okay, choose privacy settings. We're gonna accept these because I don't have a choice. Just a moment. And help Cortana do not now. No, thank you. In just a moment. Hi. Well, how's it going? We're getting everything ready for you. This might take several minutes. Do not turn off your PC. So just wait here, wait it out, and here we are on Windows 10. Well, as you can see in the bottom corner, there's no activate Windows watermark at the moment. It does pop up, but it also disappears sometimes. So yeah, basically that's how you install Windows 10. If you guys have any other questions, concerns, comments, leave them all down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you made it this far into the video. I am planning on a case review, another PC build, and probably a couple of other tutorials. So hopefully you guys stick around. If not, that's cool. So I'll see you guys later.